the most evil experiments ordered by kings. Most rulers in history wanted power, land, or money. A few wanted something stranger. They wanted answers. They wanted to know what language God speaks, whether the human body can be made immune to poison, what happens to a man's stomach when he runs after eating. They had access to prisoners, condemned men, infants with no one to protect them, and the absolute authority to do whatever they decided science required. These are the experiments they ordered, and the people who paid for them. 2. Frederick II and the digestion experiment. Frederick II comes up twice on this list because he was genuinely and relentlessly curious about how human bodies worked, and he had no ethical framework that would have stopped him from finding out. Sometime in the mid-13th century, Frederick ordered an experiment on 2 prisoners under his authority, both of them condemned men with no appeal left. He fed them an identical meal. Then he split them into 2 groups. One man was sent to bed to rest. The other was sent out to hunt on horseback, riding and moving for hours after eating. When Frederick decided enough time had passed, both men were killed. Their stomachs were cut open and examined side by side. The question was simple. Which process aided digestion better, rest, or exercise? The results, according to accounts that survived the period, suggested that the resting man had digested his food more completely. Frederick reportedly concluded that rest after eating was superior to exertion. Medieval physicians had debated this for years based on theory alone. Frederick settled it the way he settled most things, by removing the uncertainty. No record survives of who the 2 men were, what they had eaten, or how long they rode before they were killed. They appear in the historical record only as the subjects of an experiment. 2 bodies that a curious emperor used to answer a question that could have waited. The conclusion he reached was not wrong, by the way. Rest does aid digestion. Frederick was ahead of his time in his methods and his findings, and entirely indifferent to the cost of getting there. Some kings experiment out of curiosity, some out of fear.